There's a weapon that strikes without warning. No sirens, no bombs, just silence before devastation. Tsunamis, nature's silent killers, have haunted humanity for centuries. Today, we'll look back at 5 of the most terrifying tsunamis ever recorded, each with the power to wipe entire cities off the map in moments. From waves taller than skyscrapers to disasters that shocked the entire world. This is the raw power of the ocean unleashed. Buckle up. Because what you're about to witness is real and terrifying.
On July 9, 1958, a massive landslide crashed into Lituya Bay in Alaska. Hundreds of millions of tons of rock plunged into the fjord, creating a monstrous wave. It rose to a staggering 524 meters, taller than a 170-story skyscraper. Trees were shredded, valleys washed clean, and fishing boats tossed like toys. One boat was hurled hundreds of meters inland, with 2 survivors left to tell the tale. Though the death toll was low, this remains the tallest tsunami ever recorded in human history. In 1883, the Krakatoa volcano erupted violently in the waters of Indonesia. The explosion was heard over 3,000 miles away, louder than any bomb. Tsunamis over 35 meters high swept across the region, destroying villages and ships. More than 36,000 people died, and several small islands vanished entirely. Skies darkened for days, and global temperatures dropped after the blast. This was one of the most catastrophic volcanic tsunami events ever witnessed. On the morning of November 1, 1755, while Lisbon attended Mass, a massive earthquake struck offshore, magnitude 8.7. Moments later, tsunamis up to 20 meters high slammed into the city. Churches crumbled, homes vanished, and thousands were swept into the sea. Over 50,000 lives were lost, turning Europe's wealthiest capital into ruins. The disaster triggered philosophical and scientific upheaval across Europe. This wasn't just a city's collapse, it was a cultural and existential shockwave. On March 11, 2011, Japan was rocked by a 9.0 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Tohoku. Tsunamis up to 40 meters high crashed inland within minutes. Entire towns were erased. Cars, homes, people, all consumed by the water. Around 19,000 people died, thousands went missing, and hundreds of thousands were displaced. The disaster triggered a meltdown at the Fukushima nuclear power plant, unleashing a radiation crisis. It was the most devastating modern disaster in Japan's history. On December 26, 2004, a 9.3 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. It was one of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded. And it triggered the deadliest tsunami of the modern age. Waves up to 30 meters high slammed into 14 countries, from Southeast Asia to East Africa. Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, all were left devastated. More than 227,000 people lost their lives, and millions were left homeless. The world stood still, horrified by the ocean's fury, and realized how fragile life truly is.